These are the SAT questions students miss every single year. Let me show you 4 shortcuts that can raise your score fast. Stay until the end. The final one matters most. Let's solve an SAT geometry problem using one of the most important triangle shortcuts. Here's the question. An isosceles right triangle has a hypotenuse of length 58 inches. What is the perimeter of this triangle? So we are given the hypotenuse and we are asked to find the perimeter. First, we need to recognize what kind of triangle this is. An isosceles right triangle is also called a 45-45-90 triangle. That means the triangle has 2 equal legs and 1 right angle. So the 2 shorter sides are equal, and the longest side is the hypotenuse. Here is the rule you must memorize for the SAT. In every 45-45-90 triangle, both legs are equal, and the hypotenuse equals a leg times square root of 2. So if we know the hypotenuse, we can find each leg by dividing by square root of 2. We are told the hypotenuse equals 58. So each leg equals 58 divided by square root of 2. To simplify, we multiply top and bottom by square root of 2. This gives us 58 square root 2 divided by 2, and 58 divided by 2 equals 29. So each leg is 29 square root 2. Now we find the perimeter by adding all 3 sides. So we add leg plus hypotenuse. That becomes 29 root 2 plus 29 root 2 plus 58. The 2 radical terms combine. 29 root 2 plus 29 root 2 equals 58 root 2. So the perimeter becomes 58 plus 58 root 2. So the perimeter of the triangle is 58 plus 58 square root 2. And that matches choice C. All right, let's slow down and really understand what this problem is saying. We are told that the function f of x equals negative a to the x power plus b. Then we're told something very important. The graph of y equals f of x minus 15 has a y-intercept at negative 99 over 7. And finally, we are told that the product of a and b equals 65 over 7. Our goal is to find the value of a. When a problem says y-intercept, that always means one thing: x equals 0. The y-intercept is the point where the graph crosses the y-axis. And on the y-axis, x is always 0. So instead of thinking abstractly, we simply plug in 0 for x. The equation given is y equals f of x minus 15. So at the y-intercept, we replace x with 0. That gives us f of 0 minus 15 equals negative 99 over 7. That's our starting equation. The function is defined as negative a to the x power plus b. So if we plug in 0, we get negative a to the 0 power plus b. Now here's something very important. Any non-zero number raised to the 0 power equals 1. That means a to the 0 power equals 1. So f of 0 becomes negative 1 plus b. Not complicated, just using the exponent rule. We already had f of 0 minus 15 equals negative 99 over 7. Now replace f of 0 with negative 1 plus b. That gives us negative 1 plus b minus 15 equals negative 99 over 7. Now combine negative 1 and negative 15. That becomes negative 16. So now the equation is b minus 16 equals negative 99 over 7. To isolate b, we add 16 to both sides. That equals 13 over 7. So now we know b equals 13 over 7. The problem also tells us that a times b equals 65 over 7. We now know b is 13 over 7. So we substitute a times 13 over 7 equals 65 over 7. Now to solve for a, we multiply both sides by 7 to eliminate the denominators. As I move 13 over 7 to the other side, a eventually equals 5, so my answer is 5. All right, let's think through this carefully. We are given a graph with 2 lines already shown, and then we're told to add a third equation. X plus 4y equals negative 16. And the question is, how many solutions does the system of 3 equations have? A solution to a system means a point that lies on all the lines at the same time. The point must satisfy every single equation in the system. That's the key idea. We see one slanted line, we see one horizontal line, which is y equals 2. Where do those 2 lines meet? They intersect at exactly 1 point. So right now, the system of those two lines has exactly one solution. So far, so good. The third equation is x plus 4y equals -16. Let's rewrite it in slope-intercept form so we can understand it. So this third line has slope -1/4 and y-intercept -4. Now here's the important question. Does this third line pass through the point 10 too? Because that's the only point the first two lines share. If it doesn't pass through that point, then there is no solution. All right, let's read the question carefully. 210 is p% greater than 30. What is the value of p? It means we start at 30, then we increase it by some percent, and we end up at 210. So we are comparing everything to the original number, which is 30. Step 1, find how much bigger 210 is than 30. To do that, we subtract. 210 minus 30 equals 180. So the increase is 180. That's how much it grew. Now here's where most students mess up. You always compare the increase to the original number. The original number is 30. So we divide 180 by 30. 180 divided by 30 equals 6. That means the increase is 6 times the original number. Now we convert that to a percent. 6 times 100 equals 600%. So P equals 600. Here's the shortcut you should memorize for the SAT. New amount minus original. Then divided by original. Then multiply by 100. If you do that cleanly, you'll never miss percent increase questions again.